The courtroom was filled with tension as the day's proceedings began. Among the defendants was an elderly senator named Thomas, accused of misusing public funds. His eyes, filled with a lifetime of service, met the judge's gaze with unwavering resolve. The prosecutor, a cunning attorney named Richard, began his opening statement, his voice filled with contempt. "Your Honor, the defendant, Senator Thomas Walker, has been accused of misusing public funds. He is a mere politician with no regard for the law or the people he claims to serve." The courtroom murmured in disapproval, but Thomas stood tall, his dignity unshaken. The judge turned to him, his expression stern. "Do you have anything to say in your defense, Senator Walker?" Thomas took a deep breath and began to speak. "Your Honor, I understand the charges against me, but I must insist that I am not guilty of misusing public funds. You see, I was simply redirecting funds to projects that would benefit the community." The courtroom fell silent as Thomas's words sank in. Richard scoffed. "This is preposterous. You are a simple politician with no education or understanding of the law. You have no proof of your claims." Thomas smiled, his eyes filled with a quiet confidence. "I may be a simple politician, but I know the value of service and integrity. I have documents that prove the legitimacy of the projects I funded, and I'm willing to present them to the court." The courtroom murmured in agreement as Thomas's words resonated with them. The judge turned to Richard, his expression stern. "Mr. Prosecutor, do you have any evidence to support your claims against Senator Walker?" Richard hesitated, his arrogance crumbling in the face of Thomas's simple response. "Your Honor, I do not have any evidence at this time." The judge nodded and turned to Thomas. "Senator Walker, please present your documents to the court." Thomas reached into his briefcase and pulled out a stack of neatly organized files. He handed them to the judge, who examined the contents carefully. The courtroom watched in silence as the judge's expression grew more and more impressed. "These documents are authentic," the judge announced, his voice filled with admiration. "They prove that Senator Walker is indeed telling the truth. The charges against him are dismissed." The courtroom erupted in applause as Thomas's integrity was revealed. Richard stood in shock, his arrogance exposed for all to see. The judge, a man known for his fairness, looked at Thomas with newfound respect. "Senator Walker, your simple response has proven your innocence and your character. You are a true example of the values that our community holds dear. Thank you for your service and your integrity." The courtroom applauded once more as the judge made his ruling, dismissing the charges against Thomas and praising his humility and honesty. Thomas left the courtroom that day with his head held high, his simple response having won the hearts of everyone present. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soul Stories. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers together and continue sharing stories that inspire change and celebrate resilience. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter of empowerment.